Hey guys, what's up? So the next poem I'm going to be reading is poem 969, and this is called Good People Do Exist. I think this is a really powerful poem. I've been guilty of being a little pessimistic myself in the past, but in this poem, I wanted to step back and be on the other side. I'm having a conversation with someone that is tired of how the world has evolved into such a dark place, which isn't really the world, but mankind. Throughout the whole poem, you see all these points, and in the end, you also see that someone was actually listening. Good people do exist. You're angry, alone, hurt, depressed, confused, disappointed by the world. Actually, I take that back. It's not fair to blame the world, but mankind. Trust me, I understand your frustration. I've been where your mind is. You keep nodding your head and say, I don't think you do. You see, there's pollution, burning trees, all the smoke, damaging what God gave us, hunting animals, placing their heads or trunks as decorations, or for coats for Fashion Week, bullying in schools, whether it's for race, sexual orientation, or just being different. A punch here, a kick there, and instead of help, there's a crowd of people videoing with their iPhones. A week later, that same kid brings a gun and shoots up the school. People watching the news are giving their judgments, pointing fingers, sentencing him to death. And who knows, maybe that will be his conviction. But why wasn't there anyone there for him to begin with? Where were his parents? Where were his counselors or the teachers? Along with all of this, innocent lives were taken away. Someone has got to pay the price. A woman, legs crossed, sitting in a plastic surgeon's office, reading a magazine, waiting for her appointment. Last week had her nose job. The week before that, she got lipo. Before that, an eye lift, filled her lips, bigger breasts. All this to keep a man that is constantly beating her. The hopeless pregnant woman, sitting at the corner near a building with a sign that reads, Be generous. Tears are strolling down her face. People just keep walking back and forth. As a matter of fact, four teenage boys mock her. One throws a firecracker at her and the other a Pepsi can. They laugh and run off. People still dying of cancer, still no treatment or cure. People passing diseases carelessly, cheating on their wives or husbands, rape, molestation, suicide, hate crimes, mental illnesses, hunger, ignorance, depression, racism, trying to get out of the ghetto, co-workers working hard for the money and not being valued, underpaid, while others sleep their way to the top. People who don't listen, who don't care, that are always moving, always in a rush to go to nowhere. There are petty people complaining about how horrible their phone is, that it's not the latest, where in other countries they have to deal with communism, horrible leaders, wars, purges, arranged marriages, and real battles. So what do you have to say about that? You can't turn your head away from the truth, but I still think there's good in this world. It's just a little harder to find. I'm 100% sure. I mean, think about it. I sat here and comforted you, listening to your story, your pain, your worry, dried your tears, and gave you love. Think about it. I have no ties to you. You are a complete stranger. No, it may not be everything, but it is something. It should count for something. Besides, there's got to be more out there. Just think positive and smile.